Well, I often start these vlogs on Champions League match days here at the under-19 game, and sadly this is going to be an exit from the competition for City's young stars. They still have got some talent out there, but we've seen more and more of them coming into the first team, like James McAtee and Phil Foden and Cole Palmer. So there are different faces in this particular under-19 team at the moment. But one man who's particularly familiar with some of City's young players is Mark Lillis, a former City striker, but also he used to be in charge of Scunthorpe United as assistant manager. And I remember going to a game in the Papa John's Trophy, which is the game that City's under-23s playing against the first teams of Football League clubs. And he saw James McAtee and Cole Palmer, as a City fan anyway, at close quarters. So let's see what he thinks of the first half of this game that City have lost 1-0. But more importantly, what he thinks of City's young rising stars and how crucial they are. As a striker, PSG against City must be salivating at the strikers that are going to be on show.
Oh, unbelievable, yeah. I mean, it's been a pleasure to watch it, and I was just going to say learn from it, but no, there's just magic these days now. It's great to see. I remember watching City when Rodney Marsh played, and Dennis Stewart and Johnny Lee, Colin Bell, all them. You just want to be entertained, and that's what it's about now, football.
Neymar, Mbappe, Messi. City in theory have no strikers, but Pep talks about everybody being a striker. It's going to be a goal fest in theory, is it?
In theory, yeah, but you never know in the game, and I'm just looking forward to it. Really, really looking forward to it. Watching these young boys tonight play, and you know, he's taking it on board, and we're getting players through to the first team, so there is a pathway through for players at our academy, and it's just good to watch. You know, it's smiling all the time because we're in a good place at the minute.
We're watching the under-19s now, and you were at Scunthorpe when the under-23s played there, and I think James McAtee actually played against your under-23 game. You've seen the talent he's got.
McAtee, Palmer played. I mean, I shook their hands coming off and clapped them coming off because I was so proud of them, and I shouldn't have been really. But they just want the ball and give it away to get it back. You know, they're not moaning and kicking the floor, and not got great attitudes, and that's important in young footballers. You know, have a good attitude, want to win games, but if you give the ball away, get it back, make a good pass to your teammate, and you play for the team. It's not yourself, play for your team, and I think Pep's a bit like that as well. You know, he don't want individuals, he wants a team. He's always said it, and you know, that's what football's about.
Saying that though, McAtee's some young talent, isn't he?
Oh yeah, they are. They just want the ball. They don't look under pressure or nothing. You know, there's a calmness, and I think that's very important in footballers, having a calmness about themselves. You know, not rushing into things and making the right decisions at the right time. And when you're a Premier League player and a young Premier League player, and you're doing that, you'll have a career in the Premier League. You know, you won't drop down to, you know, Championship League 1, League 2. You'll stay around, hopefully, for years to come.
If you've not seen the David Silva statue here at the main stadium, by the way, it's well worth a look. Particularly looks good, I think, at night when it's illuminated. But it's interesting because Silva was such a magician for the Blues, along with, of course, Vincent Kompany, who also has a statue just over there. But Silva in particular was mercurial with his left foot. We're going to see arguably the best player there's ever been. I mean, I've seen Maradona, seen Pele, Johan Cruyff, Zinedine Zidane, different players down the years. To me, Lionel Messi is perhaps the best I've seen, but I tell you what, David Silva's not far away from that list. I wonder what other people think. So David Silva, how does he compare to the player that a lot of people will be coming to see tonight, Lionel Messi?
For me, better passer of the ball. Messi's maybe a bit more direct, but to me, David Silva is the genius, and El Maggio really is the correct nickname for him, I think.
And it's quite a stunning statue, that, isn't it?
Yeah, first time I've seen it in the night time, and it's absolutely amazing, the light. Fantastic, really brings him to life, just as it should be done.
You come a long way for tonight's game, haven't you?
Yeah, we've driven up 220 odd miles from Suffolk. So yeah, my little 10-year-old's got 2 days off school, so he's quite happy about that.
You're looking forward to it?
Yeah.
What are you looking forward to seeing tonight? Lionel Messi or City?
Both.
Both. Good answer.
But a City win, definitely a City win.
Well, I mean, where do you start? I love David Silva, love him a bit.
How different is he to Messi?
How good is he compared to
Well,
Messi?
I mean, he's brilliant, isn't he? I mean, he's our best player ever. You know, there's no denying that, I think. So I was saying that, I think if Bernardo Silva stayed for a few more years, he could become a legend, but maybe he didn't leave.
You've seen James McAtee?
Yes, I watched the youth team. I've got City Plus, watched all the games. Love McAtee, beautiful left foot. But Palmer as well, you know, good to see his City boys coming through.
Could McAtee end up being the new Lionel Messi?
I think he's quality, isn't he? What do you think?
I think he's a very good player.
So do I. Thing is, does his contract run out end of the year?
That's a worry for you then, isn't it? A lot of people have mentioned that.
Yeah, but I think as he got a game last week, I think Pep's going to say, hang on a minute, he can't let this boy go.
Confident City will win tonight.
2-0.
So how do you compare David Silva and Lionel Messi?
I think it's not possible.
In what way?
No, it can't work. There's a big difference between Lionel Messi and David Silva. I think David Silva is a great midfielder, but we're talking about the best player in the history. So the stats speak for themselves. So I don't. If you got two pair of eyes, and you can see football and you know ball. So
special player for City, though, wasn't he?
Yeah, it was a special.
Right here.
Amazing player.
But you can't compare between the two. You can't. David Silva, he's a great midfielder, but Lionel Messi is the best football player in the world. You can't. You can't. You just can't. You can't compare.
Say Ronaldo's a better player.
No, they don't know football.
He'll tell you. He thinks Ronaldo is better.
He can't know. Nah, he don't know what's talking about.
Who's better than Ronaldo or Messi?
Always Ronaldo.
Always Ronaldo?
Always.
What about that fella behind you, David Silva? What does he rate?
What?
David Silva, how does he rate?
A great player.
Great player. That'll do for me. One thing's for sure, there'll be a lot of people here tonight, of course watching City, but also to watch Lionel Messi. Well, Derek, it's nice to see you back at City. Are you here because of the Lionel Messi show? Because a lot of other people seem to be.
No, absolutely not. I'm here to watch Man City. I've not been back to the Etihad for a good while now. It's probably 4 or 5 years, and obviously a big Champions League game. A night off for me, so it was just a good opportunity.
What are you up to these days?
Well, I'm at Oxford, but I'm only doing a couple of days a week. I've wound down a little bit, you know, at the grand old age of, I'm not saying. No, but it's great to be here tonight, you know, to watch this game, obviously, and obviously to see how City perform.
You had some very happy memories here, don't you?
Oh, definitely, yeah. Fantastic place, you know. Obviously the opening of the stadium in the early days, and then obviously how the club's gone on to continue and progress since then. Fantastic, really great.
And how do you, as a professional, compare David Silva and Lionel Messi? Because Silva had those same silky skills, didn't he?
Yeah, certainly. You know, I think obviously David Silva is a fantastic player and has done fantastically well for Barcelona and obviously for Manchester City when he was here. But Messi's got the worldwide acclaim, hasn't he? You know, that his talents obviously deserve, of course, but it'd be difficult to split the two. But obviously when you look at the things that the players have won, and both have won fantastic trophies in the time, it's a very, very close thing.
So you're here tonight for Lionel Messi?
No, I'm here for City.
How does he compare to the mercurial talent that was David Silva in the City team?
I think David's not far behind him, but at the end of the day, he's probably the world's best still. He still keeps up that standard, not like the other one over at the dump over the road there. I think he's a goner. But tonight I'm looking forward to it. I went to Paris and I thought it was a good game. Could have won that. But tonight, I think we'll nick it, mate. I think 3-2. I think there'll be goals. I think they'll go all out attack. I think we will, because we really need to win, top the group. So I think it's going to be a great game, full house. And I think Mahrez should start tonight. Foden, Jesus, Mahrez up front, Bernardo behind them. I don't know about Grealish. I don't know if he's on the bench or if he's still injured. But solid back four. Diaz will come back in from Saturday, Sunday. But yeah, looking really forward to it. It'll be a good game. It's a good game in Paris, open game, and I thought we should have been 2 up at half time, but hey ho, these things happen. About you, Matt?
What's your prediction tonight?
2-1, City to win. Bernardo first score, I think.
Are you worried about Messi and Mbappe and
No,
Neymar?
I think our defence is solid and I think they'll have them. We just need to keep tight and hopefully we win.
Still nice to see players like that at the Etihad, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's great to see them. Good football.
To be honest, for me, I enjoy it way more than a league game. Like, you've got to think, first of all, the quality of opposition. You've got Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe. It's a massive game, but I don't know. Compared to a league game, for me, it's you've been out drinking in town all day. I don't know. I'm enjoying it. I'm happy with this. I love the Champions League.
I've been speaking to a few fans knocking around near the David Silva statue and saying, how do you compare David Silva to Lionel Messi? You're a dyed-in-the-wool blue. How do you compare them?
To be fair, I think give me David Silva starting today, but nah, Messi's the best player of all time, isn't he? You know, if you could have him in his prime playing for City, you'd have that all day, wouldn't you? But for City, David Silva is probably the best player in our history. You know, I wouldn't complain if he was starting tonight, put it that way.
How important is it to City to win? I mean, a draw will get them through tonight.
Yeah, a draw or a win either way. We should be confident, even if we go through second, we should be confident against anyone in the round of 16, but win today, avoid Bayern Munich, and then we're potentially through to the quarterfinals and anything can happen from there. So win today, secure the group, and that's it. Just got to go for that. As well though, it's more important just to show that we can beat them. You don't want to lose away in Paris and drop points at home today. You want to go out and prove that we are the best team in this group and we can comfortably beat Paris and get a result. So for me, got to go all out, try and beat them tonight and set a marker for the rest of the Champions League campaign.
Well, the City team arrived probably about half an hour ago. It's now 7 o'clock, an hour before kick-off. And there's still hundreds and hundreds of fans stood outside the main entrance. And quite a few actually have walked up to me saying, when did the Paris team arrive? Actually, while the City team were unloading here at the front, taking their plaudits from the crowd, Paris Saint-Germain went in the back way. I don't think a lot of people realise that the away team goes down the tunnel out of sight of everybody. It's quite funny in a way that they're all waiting here.
And now the starting.
I thought it was absolutely fabulous. The way we're keeping the ball is superb. We're keeping Neymar quiet, Messi quiet. Well, apart from who've they got in net? What's the name of the keeper?
He's not the first choice, that's for sure.
He certainly isn't the first choice. You can tell just by the way he's chipping it over the full back's head. But Rodri is running everything. He's absolutely phenomenal. We have got a gem in Rodri. He will win us this Champions League. It's as simple as that. He's pure and simply brilliant. But I do believe we still need somebody in that middle to put the ball in the back of the net. I don't think it's Kane. I'd like to see Haaland here.
What do you reckon?
I think it's a brilliant game. In terms of Messi, I came tonight thinking, you know, I'll see Messi live. He's done absolutely nothing. They've just sat on him stones, and the defensive boys have been brilliant.
He's dangerous, you know, when he does nothing.
Well, I think if somebody kicks him, maybe he might start playing the second half. We'll have to see, won't we?
I think it was just the excitement for me, you know, looking and thinking, when is the PSG fixture? I was out in Paris with 5 Live and the guys to the right hand side, and it's a wonderful occasion. Yes, the result wasn't there. I'm coming here and I'm walking in the stadium thinking, this is the game I've been waiting for. I want to look to do it. Obviously doing the comments for Man City, doing a bit for 5 Live, so there's a different mix of talking points of what we'd expect, but to go behind and then the reaction, a couple of decisions of the referee, a bit of play acting, and the Etihad lifted in there. But the first half performance, I think that was as good as I've seen. It was a wonderful display, just couldn't get the goal, and then to come back with that effort. And Bernardo Silva, that little touch on the back post, so unselfish. Raheem Sterling getting the goal. I just think it was a night to remember. We've been there, haven't we, where you've watched City develop into a wonderful club globally, and fantastic night.
Can they win it this year?
Well, I hope so. We were all out there, and I thought it was going to be the case when we were playing Chelsea, and it just wasn't to materialise. But that happens. It's a Champions League football. That's how tight it is. I certainly think that they can go on and win it. Yes, and that's no Foden, no De Bruyne tonight. Yes, Grealish as well can be a bit more of a creativity spark. So listen, great time. Enjoy the night, and I'm sure the players will really enjoy that one.
Great game, unbelievable. Kyle Walker, magnificent. Bernardo Silva, James is coming off the bench, goal and assist. What more can you want?
Is he going to win this competition this
I hope
year?
so. Let's hope so.
Do you believe they can?
I believe they can. They got to the final, but one better this year.
So an emphatic victory for City. I've been doing the game, of course, for Sony TV this evening, the Indian channel, which has huge numbers of viewers, and it's great to do that. But in front of me, you saw perhaps at half-time, Emmanuel Petit, the former Chelsea, Arsenal, Monaco, French international, was sat in front of me. I'm going to see if I can get a few words from him now to sum up that game. So here's Emmanuel Petit.
Well, I think City deserved to win the game tonight. I think they were the best team on the pitch again. Collectively and individually, yes. I think they created so many occasions to score in the first half, and I think Paris Saint-Germain defense was brilliant in the first half, but I think they were a little bit too tired. They missed concentration on the two goals. It was typical goals from City, but at the end, both teams are qualified. Hopefully, Bruges lost at home against Leipzig. That helped Paris Saint-Germain today, because for the last game at home against Bruges would have been very difficult, in terms of pressure. But still a lot to do for Pochettino and his staff, because it's good to have some of the best players in the team, but I think they should look at what Guardiola and Manchester City are doing, in terms of the collective strength, the team first, and then the individuals.
Can City win it, the whole tournament?
Yes, they won today, and I think they deserve to win, but they show that week after week, game after game, they play the same way. It's quite difficult to get something from them, but you can realize that we have seen two faces, from the first game and the return game tonight from Paris Saint-Germain. The first game at home, they won 2-0, and they were playing all together, fighting for each other, on every single ball. And they have been a little bit lucky somewhere, but I think they deserve to win the first game at home in Paris. And tonight, they didn't reply the same way of playing, They were not ready for the battle, physically especially. And but, as I said, both teams are qualified, so this is the most important.
Well, very interesting to hear from him. Merci to Emmanuel Petit. Obviously, being up here doing the game for television means that getting fan reaction has been a lot more difficult for me today. So hope you understand why there isn't as much. Thanks very much to Timpson, MusicMagpie and RRG Group for supporting the work that I do. I will, of course, be at the game against West Ham on Sunday in the Premier League. But I just thought that was a great performance by City. Bernardo Silva has been my player of the year. The nonchalant way he laid the ball down for that Gabriel Jesus goal was just awesome. And the inventiveness of Pep Guardiola's team is just something to behold, isn't it? And I think I agree with Emmanuel Petit. City can win this, can't they? They certainly won this one, and they will be in the last 16 of the Champions League in 2022. Thanks very much for watching, really appreciate it. Great being a Blue, isn't it?